Adeze.
Okay, Adeze, at the beginning of this year, can you please tell me what goals did you set out for yourself to achieve?
To pass my exam and to make more money.
So how far have you gotten so far with those goals?
I've gone somewhere.
Okay, so will you say you are 50% halfway, 10% halfway, or can you give me like a rate?
Let's say 60%.
Okay, so what do you think you need to be 100% before the end of this year?
Maybe I need to focus more on my books and I need to make more money.
Hello, break time is over. Yes, break time is over. It's time to execute your ideas. You've had these ideas on for a really, really long time. How about you go from just planning to actually execute them? Join the HPCC 30 Days Execution Program. Click the link in bio right now to sign up.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing? I trust that you're all doing okay and that your day has started well. This is Accelerated Success Series Live, and we've started for about 10 weeks now, and it's just been an amazing time here with you every single week. Awesome. Let us start right away with a short prayer. Our dear God, Heavenly Father, we thank you. We honor you for this day that you've made. We're rejoicing in it. We've come this evening to share and to grow and to transform your people. May it be so in Jesus' name. Amen. Welcome, everybody. I am excited. Who is here with me? Let me go into the comments. Who is live with me today? Who is live with me today? I am live here on Facebook, I'm live on YouTube, and I'm live on LinkedIn. Facebook and YouTube are both High Performance Coaching Company accounts, while on LinkedIn, it is my personal account. Accelerated Success Live is brought to you by High Performance Coaching Company, a company that I, by the grace of God, founded, and I lead other amazing coaches and team members. Welcome to tonight's session. What are we discussing tonight? How to build a successful environment around yourself. How to build a successful environment around yourself. We know that there is no success when the environment is wrong. We all know that, right? There can be no success. There can be no growth. There can be no tangible achievement if you are in the wrong environment. So today we are going to look at how to build an environment around yourself. Listen, you might not be able to change the world. You might not be able to change other people, but how do you put around you an environment that helps you to constantly grow? Now, if you are joining me right now, just put it in the comments. Where are you joining me from? I see you people. I don't know where you are, but I can actually see how many people are on my live right now. So I know that you are there watching. Just give me a brief introduction. Let me give you a shout out for joining me tonight. So, who's live with me? And where are you watching me from? Are you on Facebook? Are you on LinkedIn? Are you on YouTube? Tonight we are going to rush because I always want to keep to the 30 minutes time. And hopefully by God's grace, we'll keep to the 30 minutes time today. Now, have you ever noticed sometime when you are highly motivated, you just finish listening to somebody like KG, you just finished attending this live session, and then you went home and everything went back to how it was. And then you had the most unproductive week and you're wondering, what is happening? It is the environment. Sometimes the environment is the reason why your change is not happening. Sometimes the environment is the reason why you are not growing. Yes. So we want to address that today. You might not be able to control the broader environment, like I said earlier, but there is a way to go about it. building your own success environment. Okay. When you plant a tree, the tree needs the plant, of course, it's still a seed. So when you plant something, it's a seed. The seed needs some things to grow. It needs water, it needs sunlight, right? It needs the good ground. It needs to be tilled. When there are weed around it, it needs to be tilled so that it will have fresh air, right? But if these environments are not there, if the weather is harsh, if there is no water supply, right? If weeds come grow around it and nobody is weeding them out, what happens? The plant dies. So that is why it is very important that you are in the right environment. The right environment, which tonight I'm going to be calling the success environment, is what will help you to grow. Awesome. Now, if you are here, I can see you. I can see you. I can see you. Introduce yourself in the comments and let me give you a shout out. Okay. Now, what are your success environments? You might think that your environment is your physical location. While that is a bit correct, that is not everything. That is just one out of five things that constitutes your environment. It's just one, right? The physical place where you are is just one of five things that contribute your environment. Your environment is the people you spend time with. That is number two. Number three, your environment is also the information that you consume, the noise around you, the people on your timeline. Do you see? The environment is the systems that you follow, the thinking pattern that you follow, right? So some people, when you leave a particular location to another place, you have culture shock. Why? Because they don't do things the way you do it from where you were coming from. So the systems that runs in where you are is also an environment. And that is why some people will leave, for example, because I'm from Africa, I'm going to use this as an example. So people will leave Africa, go to America, go to Europe, go everywhere, but they are still running the system where they left from. It's an environment. And we are going to look at those today. These five things constitute your environment. Number one, your physical space. Number two, the people you spend time with. Number three, the information you consume. Number four, the systems that you run, your mental system that you run. And number five, I forgot that, your daily routine, what you do every single day. Those are your environment. I'm trying to rush because I want to cover as much as I can today. Thank you for joining me, Victoria from Abuja, Nigeria. I see you. Shout out to you. You join every week. Please share this video. If you're watching me from anywhere, share this video. Share it on your WhatsApp status. Share it, on your timelines. Just ensure that one or two people see this video because you share it. Okay? Now, if you are in a bad environment, you will struggle. You will struggle to change. You will struggle to perform. You will struggle to succeed. It is not a curse. It is a reality. It is a fact. So that is why you must take care of your environment. Okay? We've talked about your physical environment. That is the first thing I'm going to be talking about today. Now, sometimes your physical space, your physical environment determines your productivity. And if you're not productive, there's no success. Let's talk about your surroundings. Maybe, for instance, your workspace. Thank you, Coach Josephine. Thank you for joining. And thank you for that beautiful compliment. So there was a time I was feeling like I'm not feeling, I needed to put a spice on my physical location. I felt like I don't like the way this place is. I need it to be upgraded. I was just feeling stiffened within me. And then you know what? One day, I just woke up. I told everybody, we are repainting this house. We are repainting everywhere. And then we repainted. And everywhere came out bright again. And then I begin to feel it. I begin to feel it. So check your physical workspace. How is your work table? How is your work table? In those days when I used to make dresses, if the work table is not organized, it's very likely that we'll make mistake. Can you easily find the tools that you need? Your office work table. Or if you don't have a office work table, because of how we have these days, many people work from home, you work from your bed, you don't have a particular place where you sit to work. Please, you need to create that. It is very important for your productivity. You must have a work space, a place where you call your mind into attention that it is time to work. Okay? You must remove every form of distractions and put things that will encourage you. Okay? And put things that will encourage you. It could be like an hourglass that will tell you when it is after an hour. You can take a break. Things that will help you to be productive, right? Things that helps your goals to be visible. You can see where you are going. Your goals are before you. You can see them. You have your calendar before you. You need to have a workspace, a physical workspace that helps you to perform. I'm not going to dwell too much on that because we have other things. Number two, the people you spend time with. The people you spend time with. We have started talking about building your environment. So if you still think we are in the preliminary stage, please wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. We've already started. Okay? Now, the people that you surround yourself with, they are your environment. Number one is your physical space. Number two is the people that you surround yourself with. The people around you, do they inspire you? If they don't, you either remove them or remove yourself. And I'm not careful to say this. You cannot grow around people that discourage you, that are not ready to move. You either remove them or remove yourself. Do these people challenge you to become better? If they don't, you need to either remove them or remove yourself. Very, very important. Do they celebrate you when you do something good, or every time is what you have not done that they see? Or they just criticize you every time? You need to think about it. Be watchful of the people that you surround yourself with. It is very important because the energy they exude can determine how much you grow in life. And truly, sometimes they just love us so much, they don't want us to get hurt. They love us so much, they don't want us to take risk. But in life, if you don't take risks, you cannot grow, you cannot succeed. The people you surround yourself with is very, very important. It is very, very important. Show me your circle, and I will tell you where you're heading. See, I just need to spend 5 minutes with someone to know whether I can work with this person or not. And I thank God for this because I grew up like this. I realized sometime when I was in school that I would have one friend for one semester. By the time we are coming back for the next semester, I've changed friends. We are no longer close. You just realize that the person I was close with last semester, we're no longer close this semester. Why? Because I've seen it. And no, I don't want to work with this person. I chose my friends. I choose my circle. I choose where I stay and people who stay around me. It is very important. What enters your mind is number three. That is the information that you listen to. Hmm. Listen, every single information that you read, that you hear, is programming your mind. Thankfully, we have been exposed to AI, and some of us now know how to build our AI. As a matter of fact, my AI agent these days can actually tell you most things about me, can tell you where I'm thinking towards or what I'm likely to think about at this time, because I have built it to that extent. My ChatGPT knows me like the back of my hand, right? Because of my interaction with that tool. So every single thing that you're listening to, every single thing that you hear and you see, they are programming your mind. And remember, the other time we're talking about courage, right? How to be courageous, how to take action. If everything you are thinking, you hear and you think about and you see and you read every single day is fear, is projecting fear, you will never be able to take a good step. So, watch social media. I'm amazed that some people do not know that they can actually train their own algorithm on social media. I'm amazed. So, you don't know that you can train your algorithm. You can determine what you see on your timeline. Because when you see something you don't like, all you need to do is to cancel it. It depends on the platform you're using. Just cancel it or report it. And that's it. They won't bring such things to you anymore. That is how you program your social media. News. Oh, please don't go there. You need to pick the news that you listen to. What interests you? Don't just listen to all news or everything that they call news. No. While we were growing up in Nigeria, every 8 p.m. is the time for one mysterious program or the other. They are coming with mysterious true life stories. This thing actually happened, but they are mysterious. They just instill fear. A man that killed his wife, a son that's this one that mysterious stories. And that is what most people will listen to. They will be rushing home to watch or to listen to it. Bad news makes the headlines. I choose what I read, the news. And thankfully, I live in a country, United Arab Emirates. I give that to them. They do not allow any form of bad news. No, they don't allow it. They don't. You can't just. Yeah, so super stories. Super story is actually a nice one. Super story is funny. I'm not sure I can remember any episode of Super Story right now, but I knew I watched them, right? And if they were mysterious enough, I believe I would have remembered, or maybe I have healed, right? But it's not just see mysterious stories. Yeah. So I listen to business news. Yes. Let me listen to, because of course I'm a business consultant. I follow the news on business, right? I read columns that are relevant to my growth. I just felt I felt discomfort with those kind of news. It doesn't go well with me. It hurts my spirit. It's not as if I'm better than those who are facing those things. No, I just don't want it to disturb my mind. I don't want it to program my mind. Very, very important. So, what should we feed our minds with? Books, educational content. Even educational content, we need to be very careful. Most of them are just manipulative. They just tune it in such a way that it just looks somehow. I used to follow one guy, he's a doctor online, and then don't hit this, don't eat that, don't do this, don't do that, don't do. Of course, they are educational, but sometimes it's too much. Systems around you. That's another environment. Our time is fast spent today. Maybe we are going to have a part two because it's very important. Knowing that you can actually build your own success environment, it is wholesome. Systems around you. Systems around you. The growth systems are abnormal. They are not what everybody does. They are not what everybody likes to do. Growth systems. Growth systems. When I say systems, I'm talking about intentional habits. Intentional instructions that you've given yourself to follow. Do you have an accountability partner or an accountability coach? Do you have a mentor? That's a system. We still have a big issue in Africa. And I'm saying this because I'm an African, and High Performance Coaching Company is a Nigerian company, so it's registered in Africa, right? And my audience are largely Africans. So if you're watching me on LinkedIn, hearing that I'm mentioning Africa, it's because this is an African company. And please, you are welcome to listen, okay? We have an issue with opening up, with accountability, with mentorship. I think mentorship is getting better because most people now want to have a successful mentor, tell them what to do, and that is even the extreme of it. Tell them how to live their lives, right? And sometimes even turn them into a god over themselves. But how do you take corrections? How do you take feedbacks? Do you have a weekly planning session? Do you have goals that you set every single day? Do you read every day? Do you pray? Do you meditate? What do you do? What systems have you put in place to help yourself grow? You don't just wake up and live the day. It doesn't work that way. Growth doesn't happen accidentally, it is intentional. So let's wrap up on this. Protect your environment. Next week we are going to okay, I think I will talk on this as well. Protect your environment. Protect your environment. When you build a success environment, you must watch out, because the systems against what you've built will keep working at it to destroy it. So building a success environment is not enough. Protecting it is the goal. So if you have not built it, you build it and then start protecting it. Listen, say no to unnecessary commitment. And I'm talking about people around you. No is a complete statement. No is a complete sentence. If a commitment will come against you, the systems that you've built, simply say no. It is your life, right? Toxic relationship. People that will never celebrate you, but will always point out your mistake. Say no to it. not allow yourself to be distracted. Yes, we are in the world of social media, and sometimes our brain wants to relax and is deceiving us that we should be online and doom scroll. As a matter of fact, when you are scrolling, you're not relaxing. You are not relaxing. It is distraction packaged as rest. It is not rest. That time when you come back from work and you just lie down on your chair and you're doing like this, you're scrolling. That is not rest. It is distraction. Your brain cells are working. They are working more than they are when you have not gone on your phone, because they want to catch the colors, they want to catch the text, they want to catch the humor, they want to catch this one, they want to catch so much information your brain is processing at the time. You are not resting. Please don't deceive yourself that when you are doom scrolling, then you are resting. No, you're not. You're not. You're not. Mm. It's distraction. You are being distracted. You are feeding your mind with whatever. If you want to rest, close your eyes and rest. Okay. So let's do our exercise quickly. It's 30 minutes. Let's do our exercise quickly. You know, we write on this live session, right? Number one, what is that thing in my environment that is holding me back? Write it out. We've mentioned the 5 types of environment. Your physical space is number one environment. The people you surround yourself with is another environment, right? What you feed your mind, the information that you consume, is another environment. Okay. We've mentioned the people you spend time with. I've mentioned your physical space. I've mentioned the information you consume. The systems that you follow, yes, the systems that works in your mind is another environment, right? And your daily routine is another environment. It's daily routine that I forgot. Now I remember. So, what is that thing? What is that thing? What is it? In these 5 environments that is holding me back, it is very important that you identify it. Okay. And then, what is that one action step that I would take today? Some people, you need to start working yourself out of your environment. And this is for somebody. If where you are staying is not conducive for growth, the people you're living that surrounds you, they are not conducive for growth. The information that is being spread is not conducive for growth. uh the systems that runs there is not conducive for growth. And what is the last one? You cannot go about your daily routine. Of course, that daily routine, I believe it's you have total control over it. Mm? You have total control over it. So what is that one thing? One thing. One thing in your environment that you have to change. And what is the change that you would make today? Yes, thank you so much for writing that out, Coach Josephine. What is that one step, one action step towards that change? Don't tell me, go work on it. We meet here every Thursday, 6 p.m. West African time, 9 p.m. Gulf Standard Time. We are meeting again next week. When you come next week, I want you to have taken care of one thing in your environment. We will continue part 2 next week because I have a really big note on this environment thing. We'll do part 2 next week. But you must have taken care of one thing before we come back next week. Are you promising me that you will take care of one thing in your environment? Next week, we'll come back with more action steps. Thank you so much for being here today. I believe it has been a wonderful time um, with me tonight. Listen, you cannot grow bigger than the environment you have built. You cannot be more successful than the environment you have built. It is in your hands to make changes. You are not a statue. You are not a building. You can move. You can make changes. You can take decisions that will be effective on your environment and help you to grow and succeed in life. I want to see you succeed. That is my number one aim. That is what excites me the most. I want to see you succeed. And so I need you to make changes every single time, every single week. Little changes here and there, you find yourself at the top. Thank you so much for joining me. And hopefully, I will see you next week. Please join next week. You can still share this with people around you. And I want to see more views. Encourage me with more views, encourage me with sharing. And we'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
I have noticed something over the years, and that's the difference between people who grow and those who do not. The people who eventually achieve their goals are not always the smartest or the most talented. They are the ones who decide to start even when they don't have everything figured out. Meanwhile, many people keep waiting for the perfect time. But that perfect time never really comes. That's one of the reasons why we are giving every member who joins the execution program a 7-day free trial. It's an opportunity to experience the community and start developing habits that will lead to real results even before the full program starts. If you've been telling yourself maybe later, let today be different, it's not too late to join us. Click the link in bio to be a part of the execution program today.